it isn't an accident, although it wasn't as noticed as I hoped it would be, that the presidents of 5 nations flew to Tbilisi. The presidents of Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Poland, and Ukraine all came to Tbilisi to show their solidarity with Misha. And that's because those 5 nations have something in common, and that is they lived under Russian domination off and on throughout history, not just during the days of the then Soviet Union. So this is a very critical time. And I believe that Vladimir Putin has displayed this kind of behavior in a variety of ways, from orchestrating the murder of people in London to reducing the oil supply to the Czech Republic in response to their agreement with us concerning missile defense radars, to constant bullying and threats of Georgia, attempts to reassert their influence in Ukraine. And I think that the Ukrainians are very nervous tonight, as are other countries, particularly given the fact that both Ukraine and Georgia are not members of NATO.
Should we make them members of NATO in a fast track?
I think we should take up their so-called map and move quickly. The question is that my fellow citizens, I need to give you straight talk. The question is, will the other members of NATO agree with a rapid move towards membership by Ukraine and Georgia? I hope that they will. I believe they understand what's at stake here in what's happening. And finally, could I just say that this isn't just Russian military. These so-called militias or citizens of South Ossetia or groups of people that are on a rampage in the Georgian countryside right now, looting, killing, burning. And there's no place for this in the 21st century. And I hope that we can work together as the collective nations of the world and make sure that Vladimir Putin, the prime minister, although clearly the person remaining in charge of Russia, understands that there's long-term penalties to be paid for this kind of behavior. And we can explore those options, but our first goal really has to be to get the Russians and these so-called citizens withdrawn from Georgian territory.